The first two people who were ever documented on Necker Island were Andrew Alexander and Don McCullen. They were a journalist and a photographer who marooned themselves here intentionally in 1968 to write an article. Well, it didn't go all that well. After 14 days, they abandoned the project. Both had lost about 30 pounds each. They would have done a lot better if they had met Cody Lundin. He is a survivalist or a surviving expert, and he runs programs. He's also the author of a book called 98.6 Degrees, The Art of Keeping Your Ass Alive. Did I just say that on TV? Hey, Cody, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So let's say the three average Joes here washed up on this island and we didn't have Richard's staff of 30 and hot and cold running margaritas. What's the first thing we'd have to do to survive?
The first thing that's key is regulating body temperature. So believe it or not, 98.6, you keep your core 98.6 degrees. So we've got shelter. Primarily, it's this nice pink shirt. Okay, that's your primary shelter. Next is regulating body temperature with water. But we've got group shelter here. You see this little cabana we've made out of palm fronds here.
How do you weave something like that?
Pretty simple. Just weave it through, tie it. They're nice and long. It's cordage, ready-made, ready to rock and roll. Pretty tough stuff. So it's pretty simple to set something like this up.
Okay.
To keep the sun off, because the sun dehydrates us. So the next section is water. So here we have, courtesy of Richard, the native drink.
Go ahead,
so
Jimmy, you take that, all right? Is that real coconut right there?
It's real coconut.
Just water? Not fire water, right?
Nope, it's not fire water. Watch out for your toes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. What about salt water? What happens if you drink salt water?
Salt water, your body is about 1% saline, and the ocean's about 4%. So if you drink that, sodium pulls water out of your cells. So basically you go crazy, you go nuts, then you die. So you never
How
want to
quick
drink
does it happen?
Few hours.
Really, that
depending on what you
quickly?
drink. Yeah.
But you can gather some rainwater if you don't want to drink a coconut,
You can gather some
right?
rainwater using some of the leaf structure here, or we have the coconuts here.
You're not drinking your coconut
I'm
water.
gonna try something.
It's good.
It's very tasty.
It is good.
Yeah, it's good
All right.
stuff.
All right, so now we've got water, we've got shelter, we're in
Right.
pretty good shape. Clearly, you got to cook some stuff every once in a while. How do you make fire? How hard is that?
There's several ways to make fire, and I have several ways over here to do it. There's a hand drill. We'll go back 10,000 BC, rubbing two sticks together. That's that.
How long does that take, realistically?
We'll find out.
Are you going to do it right now?
Realistically, this is a magnesium block, striking insert. I'm going to set you guys up on some of this. This is how this works here. Okay, that's one other way to make heat. And we don't have much sunshine, but here's a typical magnifying glass, so we could use that as well. But we don't have enough light for that. What I have here, the other way to make fire, is the fuel element. So we have an ignition source.
So what are these? These are dried palms?
This is coconut.
Oh, coconut,
this is the
okay.
mature version of what you're drinking there.
Okay.
This is basically Duff. Go ahead and rock and roll.
Why did you go for the easy one, Richard?
Did you notice the way I grabbed that one?
Stick's still up there.
This way to make fire is going to take a little bit more effort. Y'all want to try?
Yeah.
Let Jimmy try.
You want to get on it?
Oh, great. Thank
He's
you,
my
man.
hero when it comes to surviving on tropical islands.
We'll set you up here and I'll help you out.
Bloody hell.
Richard would be on the cell phone by now, let me tell you that.
How's that going over there, Richard, with that fire?
I think I'll have
You
my own
hold
survivor's
this.
kit.
We need someone to hold this base down.
All right, I'll hold it.
Can you
Hold
give me a
that
hand
down.
here?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a
Okay.
hand. And hold that so it does not move.
Okay.
And I put it right down here next to the
Right
charcoal
down
lighter,
there.
right?
And downward pressure and speed. So get a little
I know.
spit on your hand. Spit is good. And do it to it.
Oh,
It's a
come on.
sense of artist hands.
Go ahead.
And I'll help you out.
Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
And then it's like this,
Downward
right?
pressure and speed.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
he's going to
stick
hurt
myself
himself.
in the eye here.
Okay,
Is it
that's why we
101?
have you here. That's hopeless. You've got your own survival kit, right?
Yeah, I think. Sorry about this, but right.
Yes. Little caviar.
What have we got here? We got Sports Illustrated.
And you even brought Girl
Virgin
Friday,
Mobile.
right?
Girl Friday, come in.
All right.
Oh, this is
Girl Friday or Vendela. Guys, we did pretty well. Cody, thanks very much. We're going to
keep
take a
going, though.
break. Much more ahead from Necker Island right after this.
Wilson.
Castaways, here on Gilligan's Island.